Welcome to another edition of Disneyland Rumors and News. I'm Melissa with Mix and Some Magic, and today is July 28th. Hit subscribe if you haven't already so that you don't miss my weekly Disneyland Rumors and News videos. We have known for months that Haunted Mansion would be reopening as Haunted Mansion Holiday in time for the Halloween season, which begins on August 23rd, but Disney fans, myself included, were so excited to hear that Haunted Mansion Holiday will be reopening almost a month early on July 29th. It's like Christmas in July. Haunted Mansion has been closed for quite a while so that they could redo the queue. Now, the queue is still under construction. It's not done yet, but guests will bypass that portion of the queue to access the ride. Now, when it opens, it's going to be available by virtual queue only, which means you will not be able to ride at standby. If you want to ride Haunted Mansion Holiday, for the time being, you are going to have to get into a virtual queue in order to ride. Here's what you need to know about virtual queues. Each day, you're going to have 2 chances to get into the virtual queue. The first one is at 7 a.m. Disneyland time. Now, for this first one, you don't have to be inside the park to book a spot, but you will need to have a park reservation for Disneyland. If you have a reservation for DCA, but also have park hopping with your ticket, you're not going to be able to book a virtual queue at 7 a.m. because park hopping does not begin until 11 a.m. and virtual queue return times will start before 11 a.m. So if you're starting at DCA and park hopping, you cannot try for the 7 a.m. virtual queue. Another round of virtual queue spots will open up each day at 12 p.m. And for this round, you must be scanned into a park in order to get a spot, but you don't have to be physically in the parks. If you're in downtown Disney or have headed back to your hotel, totally fine. You just have to have scanned into the parks for the day. You are only able to book 1 Haunted Mansion virtual queue per day. So if you were able to get into the 7 a.m. virtual queue, you're not going to be able to try for the 12 p.m. virtual queue. Traditionally, virtual queues have gone really quickly. So you need to have an alarm set on your phone. Be prepared as soon as it hits 7 a.m. or 12 p.m. to get into a virtual queue. Now you're going to do all of this from the Disneyland app. So you're going to open up your app from the homepage, click those 3 little lines right there at the bottom, and then you are going to go to virtual queues. That's where you will make your virtual queue reservation. Just be ready to go so that you don't miss it because they will go quickly. Each year, Haunted Mansion Holiday has a new gingerbread house for the ballroom scene. And it is like my favorite part of Haunted Mansion Holiday because it's a real gingerbread house. It's not like a styrofoam thing that they've spray painted to look like a gingerbread house. It is 100% edible, giant gingerbread house. And if you take a deep breath as you're going through the ballroom, it smells like gingerbread. I love it so much. Each year it's different, which kind of adds to the fun to see it change year to year. Rumor has it that this year it is going to be based on Halloween Town's resident, the mad scientist Dr. Finkelstein. We'll have to wait and see. In honor of the recent release of the Deadpool and Wolverine movie, Deadpool and Wolverine have been making appearances in Avengers Campus. Now, Deadpool was a character I didn't think we'd ever see at the Disneyland parks, but I was wrong. We have Deadpool and Wolverine for a limited time. You will be able to catch them in a few different places. They've popped up in some performances of Avengers Assemble at Avengers headquarters and Guardians of the Galaxy Awesome Dance-Off in front of the Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. Deadpool has also been hosting Storytime with Deadpool. It's happening in the Shady Patio area by Hyperion Theater. He reads from his big book of super special stories. Now, don't worry. All the stories are family-friendly, age-appropriate for everyone, which is good news, but it looks like a really fun time. This happens several times a day. You can check your Disneyland app if you would like to go to Storytime with Deadpool. Super good news, Disneyland Union cast members and Disney have reached a tentative agreement that will prevent a strike that was looming large on the minds of all the Disneyland cast members and on the minds of a lot of guests. After Disneyland union cast members voted to authorize a strike, Disney decided to finally negotiate. Now they have come to a tentative agreement that includes a wage increase, a historic longevity increase for senior members, and a positive change in the attendance and sick leave policy, among other things. Now, Disney union members still need to vote to approve the changes, but it seems like the threat of the strike is behind us and that most of the Disneyland cast members are pleased with the agreement. Genie Plus has been replaced by Lightning Lane Multipass. At Disneyland, this is a name change only. Thank goodness. So thankful for that. So now Genie Plus is called Lightning Lane Multipass and individual Lightning Lanes are called Lightning Lane Single Pass. Using Lightning Lane Multipass is a great way to skip the lines, but if you don't know how to use it, you're probably going to be wasting your money, which I would hate for you to waste your money. I have a whole video explaining how it works, how much it costs, and sharing a bunch of tips and helpful information. So check that out so you can make the system work for you and you can get your money's worth. Thanks for watching. Pretty please hit that like button if you found this video helpful. You are the best. I'll be back next week with another Disneyland Rumors and News video. We'll talk soon.